What an incredible creature. Deep in the heart of Argentina lives an animal so bizarre and so elusive, you might think it's a myth. I'm talking about the pink fairy armadillo, the smallest armadillo on the entire planet. Imagine an animal that could fit comfortably in the palm of your hand, a true pocket-sized wonder of the natural world. It measures only about 3 to 4 inches long, not including its tail, making it a true miniature marvel. Its body is covered in soft white fur, giving it the appearance of a fluffy little critter you might find in a storybook. But it's the armor on its back that really steals the show. It's a delicate, rosy pink shell that looks like it was painted by an artist. This animal is a true testament to the sheer diversity and creativity of evolution. When you first lay eyes on one, it's hard to believe it's real. The shell, or carapace, is not fused to its body like in other armadillos, but instead is connected by a thin membrane running down its spine. This unique feature is just one of the many adaptations that make the pink fairy armadillo so special. It has tiny, almost invisible eyes and a sleek, torpedo-shaped body, all hinting at a life spent hidden from our view. Its appearance is a perfect blend of delicate and tough, a combination that has allowed it to survive in a very specific and challenging environment for countless generations. It's a living jewel of the Argentine wilderness. The name itself, pink fairy armadillo, perfectly captures its enchanting and mysterious nature. Pink for its beautiful shell, and fairy because it is so small and rarely seen that it seems almost magical, like a creature from folklore. Local people in Argentina sometimes call it the squeaking armor, a name that hints at the sounds it might make as it moves through its hidden world. This animal is a ghost, a whisper in the landscape. Seeing one in the wild is an experience that very few people, even dedicated biologists, have ever had. It reminds us that there are still so many secrets left to uncover in the animal kingdom, so many amazing species waiting to be understood and appreciated by the world. Its uniqueness is what makes it so fascinating. It's not just another small mammal, it's a highly specialized creature that has carved out a niche for itself in a way no other animal has. From its diminutive size to its standout coloring, every part of the pink fairy armadillo tells a story of adaptation and survival. It's a reminder that nature's most incredible creations aren't always the biggest or the loudest. Sometimes the most amazing animals are the quietest and the smallest, living lives of intrigue and mystery right beneath our feet. This little guy is a true champion of the unseen world, a tiny but mighty representative of the wild wonders of South America. Now let's talk about that amazing pink shell. It's not just for looks, it's a high-tech piece of biological equipment. Unlike the rigid, bony armor of its larger cousins, the pink fairy armadillo's shell is flexible and contains a network of blood vessels. This is a brilliant adaptation for thermoregulation, which is how an animal controls its body temperature. When the armadillo gets too warm while digging, it can pump blood into the shell, releasing heat into the cooler surrounding soil. When it's cold, it can restrict blood flow to conserve precious body heat. It's like having a built-in, self-adjusting radiator on its back. This is absolutely critical for an animal that spends nearly its entire life underground where temperatures can fluctuate. But to live underground you need the right tools for the job, and this little armadillo is a master excavator. It has massive front claws, disproportionately large for its tiny body. These claws are like powerful shovels, allowing it to swim through loose, sandy soil with incredible speed. It doesn't just dig burrows, it moves through the earth as if it were water, a behavior known as sand swimming. Its rear end is flattened into a vertical plate which it uses to pack the soil behind it as it moves forward, preventing the tunnel from collapsing on top of it. It's a perfectly designed digging machine, engineered by millions of years of evolution to thrive in its subterranean home. Its body shape is also perfectly suited for this lifestyle. The torpedo-like form reduces drag, allowing it to move efficiently through the sand. Its tiny eyes are protected from dirt and debris because frankly it doesn't rely much on sight in its dark underground world. Instead it navigates using its keen sense of touch and smell. The combination of its powerful claws, its unique shell and its streamlined body makes it one of the most specialized burrowing mammals on the planet. Every single feature from the tip of its nose to the end of its tail is fine-tuned for a life spent digging, searching, and surviving beneath the surface of the Argentine plains. This underground existence is its greatest defense. By staying buried, it avoids many of the predators that roam the surface. It's a strategy of hiding in plain sight, or rather out of sight entirely. This fossorial lifestyle means it has very little interaction with the world above ground. which is why it remains such an enigma to science. It's a creature so perfectly adapted to its environment that it has effectively vanished into it. Understanding these adaptations is key to appreciating the pink fairy armadillo. It's not just a cute little animal, it's a master of survival, a tiny engineer that has conquered the challenges of a difficult and demanding habitat through incredible biological innovation. So, where can you find this elusive creature? The pink fairy armadillo calls a very specific part of the world home: the dry, sandy grasslands and scrublands of central Argentina. This is a region of extreme temperatures with hot days and cool nights, which is why its thermoregulating shell is so important. It prefers loose, sandy soil, the kind that is easy to swim through. This specific habitat requirement is one of the reasons it is not found anywhere else on Earth. It is a true specialist, tied to the unique conditions of the Argentine Monte Desert. Its entire existence is woven into the fabric of this particular landscape, making it incredibly vulnerable to any changes in its environment. The reason so few people have seen a pink fairy armadillo is simple. It's a nocturnal and solitary animal that almost never comes to the surface. It spends its life tunneling just below the ground searching for food. The only time it might emerge is after a heavy rain, when its burrow might get flooded, forcing it to seek drier ground. Because of this reclusive behavior, it's often called a ghost of the sands. Scientists have had an incredibly difficult time studying it in its natural habitat. Much of what we know comes from the few individuals that have been found accidentally by local farmers or ranchers, making every single sighting a precious source of information. Its diet is perfectly matched to its underground lifestyle. This tiny insectivore uses its powerful sense of smell to locate its prey, which mainly consists of ants and their larvae. It will tunnel along until it finds an ant colony, then use its claws to dig in and feast on the insects. It might also eat worms, snails, and various other invertebrates it encounters during its subterranean travels. By feeding on ants, it plays an important role in its ecosystem, helping to control insect populations. Its role may be hidden, but it is a vital part of the food web in the Argentine grasslands, a tiny predator shaping the community of life beneath the soil. This solitary behavior means that pink fairy armadillos don't form large groups or families. They live and hunt alone, coming together only briefly to mate. This adds to their mysterious aura, as they leave very few signs of their presence. You won't find herds of them or large, obvious burrow entrances. Instead, you might only find a faint disturbance in the sand, a subtle clue that one of these amazing creatures has passed by. Its secretive nature is its greatest survival tool, but it also makes it incredibly difficult for us to know how many are left and whether their populations are stable or in decline. It's a true conservation puzzle. Despite its incredible adaptations, the pink fairy armadillo faces some serious threats. One of the biggest dangers is habitat loss. Its home in the sandy plains of Argentina is increasingly being converted for agriculture, such as large-scale farming and cattle ranching. When the natural vegetation is cleared and the soil is compacted by heavy machinery or livestock, the armadillo can no longer dig. Its entire world is literally destroyed from the ground up. This loss of suitable habitat is pushing the species into smaller and smaller pockets, making it harder for them to find food and mates. Climate change also poses a threat, as changes in rainfall patterns can lead to more frequent flooding of their burrows. Another major problem comes from encounters with humans and domestic animals. Because they are so rarely seen, people who find them are often curious and may try to keep them as pets. Unfortunately, these delicate animals do not survive in captivity. They have very specific dietary and environmental needs that are nearly impossible to replicate, and they often die from stress or improper care within a few days. Domestic dogs and cats also pose a significant threat, as they can easily dig up and kill these small, defenseless creatures. These encounters, though often unintentional, are having a devastating impact on the already fragile population of this species. Protecting this tiny enigma is incredibly important. The pink fairy armadillo is a unique branch on the tree of life, and losing it would be an irreversible tragedy. Conservation efforts must focus on protecting its natural habitat. This means working with local landowners and farmers to promote sustainable agricultural practices that leave room for wildlife. Creating protected reserves in areas with sandy soils is also crucial to giving these armadillos a safe haven where they can live without the threat of their homes being plowed over. Public awareness campaigns are also vital to educate people about the dangers of trying to keep them as pets, and the importance of keeping domestic animals contained. There is hope for the pink fairy armadillo, but it requires us to act now. By supporting conservation organizations working in Argentina, we can help fund the research and habitat protection needed to save this species. We can spread the word and share the story of this incredible animal, turning its mystery into a call for action. The fate of this tiny, pink-shelled marvel rests in our hands. It reminds us that every creature, no matter how small or hidden, plays a role in the beautiful complexity of our planet. Let's be the guardians this tiny digger needs, ensuring that the ghost of the sands can continue to swim through the Argentine soil for generations to come. What a wild adventure that would be.